Finn's News Network, where we give facts, not nonsense. This presentation will be a recap of the NFL wildcard weekend for the NFL's 100th season. So, I picked 3 out of the 4 games wrong this weekend, and this is the first one, Bills versus Texans. It was actually a really close game. Texans pulled it out in the final seconds, 22-19. The return of J.J. Watt resulted in a tackle as well as a tackle for loss, a sack, and 2 quarterback hits. Deshaun Watson, with 20 of 25 passes completed, 4 of every 5 passes completed, 80%, 247 yards and a touchdown, as well as running the ball 14 times. Watson is one of the more running quarterbacks, 55 yards and a touchdown. Josh Allen averaging like 5 yards a pass, 24 of 46, 264 yards, 9 rushes, 94 yards, and a trick play receiving TD from John Brown. And then Tremaine Edmonds also doing well with 12 tackles, a sack, a tackle for loss, and a fumble recovery. Patriots versus Titans now. This one, I was rooting for the Patriots the whole way. Logan Ryan with a pick 6. He's in my key stats. Yeah, but 2013 Titans. I had some trouble finding stats for this game. The offensive unit was blown up. Let me just tell you something. I think this might be a career low all season for a quarterback that's completed, like, I'm not sure, attempted at least 15. That's for a quarterback that's performed well. Ryan Tannehill ended the game with 72 passing yards. Marcus Mariota took 1 snap at quarterback, the back. Rashaan Evans with 10 tackles and 3 tackles for loss. Logan Ryan, 6 tackles in the pick 6. James White with a rush for 14 and 5 catches for 60. Player of the game, Derrick Henry. The Titans wouldn't have won without him, and I wish he was off their lineup. 34 rushes, 182 yards and a touchdown. I was praying for this guy to be injured all week. Saints versus Vikings. Vikings pulling it out in OT 26-20. Taysom Hill, Mr. Joker. I think his name should be Mr. Joker, but people think differently. A pass completed for 50 yards, 4 rushes for 50 yards, and 2 catches, 25 yards TD. Adam Thielen with his best game since returning, 7 receptions, 129 yards, and Deontay Harris, the first team All-Pro return man, 7 returns for 173 yards and a 50-yard catch from Hill. Player of the game, Dalvin Cook, 24 rushes, 94 yards, 2 TDs. Seahawks Eagles. Now this was a low-scoring game, 17-9. Seahawks. This was the only game I picked right out of all 4. Please stay with us next week. This was a big upset weekend. Key stats: DK Metcalf, 29 fantasy points with 7 catches for 160 yards and a TD. Bobby McNichols, big game, 11 tackles and a sack. I've got to be fair. I've got to put in 1 player from every team. I should have mentioned that with White. So Dallas Goedert from Philadelphia did play the best. Carson Wentz did get injured, but 7 catches, 73 yards. Player of the game, Russell Wilson, 18 of 33, 25 yards. TD, 9 rushes, 45 yards. This has been another presentation of Finn's News Network, where we give facts, not nonsense.